Hello. Shows up tonight.
He's out of town. It's Drake.
So Drake is in the house?
Yeah, Drake's in the house.
Drake, I never knew what you look like.
Yeah.
You're kind of like a rock star, rock and roller.
It's your fantasy, isn't it?
Wow, I kind of had no idea that you look like this. I was expecting a shaved head. I was expecting tattoos on the face, but not big, dark sunglasses and crazy, crazy, wild white snake hair.
I'm all man, baby.
So Drake, you're starting off the podcast.
Yeah.
It must be important.
Totally.
What's going on?
Nothing. I just stopped by to see you.
Oh my God. That wig is going to last maybe four more minutes because you're going to be so freaking hot.
What do you mean wig?
That's your real hair.
Yeah.
You get it highlighted? Because I see some dark little highlights.
I do it myself. You like it?
Wow.
I could do your hair.
Really? It would look like that?
Oh, yeah.
Drake.
You like it?
You know I have a boyfriend.
I don't know where it came, but I mean, hey, I can stop by and look at the boobies, every once in a while.
Oh, thank you, Drake. That's awfully sweet of you.
I can look but can't touch, whatever.
You can't touch. No.
I know. Yeah. That moment's passed.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there ever would have been that moment.
Oh,
if
there
I
would
was
have
single.
been. Oh, there would have been.
Oh, yeah, you're that confident.
I got to work that magic. Yeah.
You think that I would fall for all of this right
here?
Oh,
yeah.
The wig, the glasses, the voice.
Yeah.
You're even wearing a Laura Kane After Dark t-shirt. Thanks for representing.
Hey, I'm fully vested, man.
You are. I appreciate you for being part of this podcast.
Of course.
It means a lot. It really does.
It does. Yeah. I know it does.
Well, tell me about your friend Eric. Is he going to come? Is he going to show up tonight?
I don't know. He just told me to fill in because he's running late.
Oh, he's running late.
Yeah.
Why don't you do this? Why don't you introduce our sponsors?
Oh, I'd love to.
Make sure you spell out Barry's, and she has a website now. Do you know that?
Barry'sHair.com.
Go.
I listen to your show, Laura Kane.
Thank you, Drake.
Of course.
You want to introduce our sponsors?
Yeah, I would love to, Laura Kane.
Go right ahead.
I've had a couple belts, but I'm still swinging. Yeah.
I can smell.
You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want to...
Go ahead and introduce our fantastic sponsors.
I love these sponsors. Like Laura and Eric, love them. I know Eric uses these little wipes on his booty hole and stuff. Yeah, Laura uses them on like in both places.
In both nutty spots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, do you do like the full like whoosh, or do you
I'm not
do
going
like
to discuss my Sweetums routine with you.
Your application
I'm not going to discuss
routine.
That with you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just go ahead and introduce them then.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sponsors for Laura Kane After Dark, Sweetums, and Barry'sHair.com.
Podcast is Sweetums Wipes, the intimate wipes with flavor. Cinnabon, pina colada, and mango, just to name a few. Perfect for a daily refresh or for spicing things up. Dr. Elisa invented these, and they are pH balanced and non-sticky. Get Sweetums Wipes on Amazon or at sweetumswipes.com. Are you looking for a new hairdresser? Well, good. Barry's Hair joins the podcast. She's been doing my hair for years. Barry is an artist who specializes in short cuts, amazing color, updos, braids, weddings, and she makes house calls for those special occasions. Find Barry's Hair on Facebook and Instagram. Mention the podcast. You'll get 15% off your services.
Not as Drake. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. How was Drake to you?
He was very decent.
Oh, good.
He didn't touch me. He didn't
that's unfortunate.
say anything rude to me.
Okay.
He was very nice.
Were you okay with him not touching you, or?
Yeah, I was totally okay with that.
Okay.
He seemed like he was on something, which I
kind
of don't really like that, but
probably pills.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
Drake's a nice guy.
I needed you here for my host shout.
Oh, okay. I'm all ears.
Okay. So, on Instagram, you know how you're scrolling through and there'll be an advertisement?
Yes.
Okay. I'm a sucker for those damn ads. I click on it every time because, they target what you like. Mm-hmm. Who knows? The algorithms, whatever, they catch on to what you are into.
Yes.
So this one passes by, and it's called Soulmate Sketch.
Now, and, let me just ask you a question. Okay. Was there a fee for this?
Yes, and I'm going to explain after the whole GoFundMe debacle.
And you've won the title of Miss Gullible how many years in a row?
Okay, but look, if we use stuff on the podcast, I can write it off, right?
Sure.
That's what my intent here was, to make entertainment happen.
Well,
and I was also curious.
Happen. Okay.
That's why I spent $49 to find out who the love of my life looks like, what he looks like.
Is it me?
No, it is not.
That'd be really awkward if it was, though.
I just saw Capricorn and Twin Flame.
Well, no. So I was hoping,
and I'm a Capricorn and I'm a fire crotch. So
I thank you for that. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. You sure it's
I'm
not?
trying to get serious now.
The stars are aligning.
They really are.
So I paid for two things that equaled $49. I paid for the sketch of my soulmate, and I paid for my past life documentation, like what I used to be in a past life. I know this is not
You were
real.
a sea wench. I can already tell you that.
I know. I think that too. But no, there's a couple of things. I'll get to that. One thing, I was hoping that the picture would look like Alfie, I'd be like, oh my God, she knew, he's the one, blah, 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 blah. Not even close. I thought that the description maybe would be Alfie. Not even close. But the second part is pretty cool. So let me read you about my twin flame, what he looks like and what he is. Ready? And then I'll show you the picture.
Okay.
A vision of a man's face gradually appeared to me as I meditated with my eyes shut. I first noticed his beautiful blue eyes. Alfie has brown eyes.
Oh, I have blue eyes.
And warm smile.
Oh, I have a warm smile.
He's of average height and slender.
I'm almost 6 feet tall.
This is getting intense.
160.
His hair is brown with just a few silver and white strands throughout.
My God, I look like a calico cat.
Your hair's red.
Auburn. Close enough.
He's a little older than you.
55.
He'll be older in a couple of years.
True.
He's a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
He's in the healthcare domain.
I take vitamins and work out.
And you take that.
Well, where people live is
I
where they that's where they get healthy. So
exactly.
So none of this is Alfie.
No, it's all me.
It's all you.
Sorry, Alfie.
You're my soulmate.
You are my soulmate. We are soulmates.
Okay, before I get to
why don't you just show me the picture? Does it look like Carrot Top or
No. I was trying to morph it into this could be Alfie in 10 years, but no. You ready? There he is. Oh. There's my soulmate.
That actually looks
That's my soulmate.
Not unlike me.
It looks like Brendan Fraser 20 years ago.
It does.
His nose is obviously he's gotten into quite a bit of a fight because his nose is crooked.
I look like Brendan Fraser now.
He's all scruffy. He's got his hair. He's got a nice head of hair.
Yeah, I have a nice head of hair.
Got a few wrinkles in the forehead here.
I have a few wrinkles in the forehead.
Anyway, that's what she says my soulmate's going to look like.
He looks like a nice dad.
He does, doesn't he? He sure does. He looks like a nice, very nice person.
I think that this
doesn't look anything like you. Not even close.
Look.
He's either a nurse or a pharmacist.
Right. He does look like his nose is made of clay.
It does, I know. He got into a couple fights. But listen to this. This is what really was cool. Okay. Now, granted, she didn't get anything right as far as Alfie goes. None of this matches him. But this kind of does. Your twin flame will be calm and gentle. He will treat you with utmost respect, and your comfort will be his biggest priority. He will be generous and open-hearted and dedicate much of his time and efforts to making your life a little easier in any way that he can.
Me.
One of his greatest desires will be to protect you and lift the weight of the world off your shoulders.
Me.
Undoubtedly, such people are very rare, and these will be the first traits that make you fall in love with him.
Oh, see, you often call me a unicorn. Or wait, is that a pain in the ass?
The latter.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, totally.
He appreciates exactly the way you are, including flaws.
See? Look at me.
You will communicate effortlessly and understand each other immediately, which we totally did.
I know, we totally did.
I'm talking about Alfie.
Oh,
Both feel known inside and out. Whole truth cannot be concealed or avoided. We've always been super truthful about every little thing.
we totally
I
have.
even showed him my room finally.
Oh, see? I saw
I
it first.
had to do it.
Totally you and I.
That's why that's why you're soulmates now, Eric.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. When you are with him, you will have a feeling that you've been looking for each other all your life. A deep sense of relief and visceral feeling of fulfillment in each other's presence. We feel that way.
We totally do.
A driving need to be together. Separation may be acutely painful.
Oh my God, what did you say to me when
I
I
haven't
walked?
seen you in so long.
I know.
It was horrible.
And you wanted to just die.
I did.
Yeah, see? Oh my
But
God.
Alfie and I feel that way too.
I'm confused now. Who's the soulmate?
I know.
I
This
think
person, you will derive seamless sense of continuity, regardless of how long it's been since you met or last made contact, with a sense of security and confidence that you have a permanent bond that will endure despite separation, time, distance, or even death.
see. Duh.
Yeah, jury's out. It's definitely Eric.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't know my relationship, Brian, with Alfie.
Brian?
You don't know me. You don't know me.
I mean, that's
Our-
true, but
our-
what I can see here is like 100% match.
See, our deal is that we're growing old together. We will sleep
True.
in the same bed and
True.
just watch Netflix.
That's right.
And someone will have to bring us food. Alfie is a chef.
Yes.
So
He's
see,
not going to be our servant.
Oh, so you found staff. That's what.
see,
I found a soulmate, a staffer.
yeah,
No.
I'll let him like
Play
I'm
around
okay.
with me?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you for that.
I'll be completely out of it, so it's totally fine.
You will have a feeling of true selves being known, understood, and appreciated by someone essentially similar. Don't laugh at that, Brian. What the hell? Looking at the world with the same perspective and an uncanny ability to perceive and echo the subtleties of each other's thoughts and involuntarily experience the other's person's feelings.
Right?
In his presence, you will be comfortable in silence.
It's so
Minds.
uncanny.
I know.
Intertwined without
Yeah.
words.
See, Brian is so wise.
There's a tendency to exclude other people. Yet too much time alone together can create self-absorbed overload and burnout. Between you two, there will be an unusual lack of conflict
See,
or intense conflict based on competing similarities or denial, fear of similarities,
See?
despite being irresistibly drawn together.
competing similarities. That means you and I could fight if Alfie hangs around too much. So it's probably best that he just serves us our dinner and breakfast and lunch, and
He's
then
not going to be our
leaves.
servant.
I'm not saying he has to be your servant. He can be your servant with benefits.
Okay.
Maybe you guys just get served separately. I think that would solve that.
Maybe he could feed you your dinner and then like a little
He drops
boob grab or something.
Yeah,
and
he
then-
drops off Eric's food, then he goes
Yeah.
to Laura, and then
Okay.
he does his whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's going to love that considering I'm bedridden. That's going to be nice.
Bedridden? Who said that?
We are both bedridden. Well, are
No,
we
we're
bed-
not.
Oh,
No.
we're not? We're just laying in bed a lot.
We just lay in bed a lot.
We're
Yeah,
sedentary.
soulmates, not ball and chains.
Right. And like he'll come in and do your bed exercises
Okay,
and stuff.
well, since we're never have been intimate, you and me, let me ask you if this is you. Because this is not him.
Okay.
In intimacy, he likes to communicate. Do you talk?
Well, I talk.
Are you quiet during intimacy?
No, I
Do
talk.
you say dirty things, or do you say naughty things, or do you like, oh, I like it there, I want it that, I want you to do this, I want you to
Sure.
do that. You do that?
Sure.
He will express his desires with you.
Oh, see?
He wants you to explain exactly how you want to be touched. And you will find this endlessly sexy, and this helps him gross. Deliver up some honesty too. Listen to this. I also saw several letters from his name, such as A. She said A.
Oh,
And then she went on to describe someone entirely different.
I have an A in my middle name.
That's a connection.
She also gave me an N, an H, and a G.
Yeah, no one's got those.
No.
Ask you to pay attention to the fact that these letters can present not only his first letters, but of his middle name or his last name, blah, blah, blah. Before you begin your journey with your twin flame, I see you still have a journey ahead of you. You will meet him within 10 months through friends that are a couple. Boo. So half of this is cool, half of this is not cool.
Well, wait a minute. She could mean you technically did meet him through friends.
Yes.
And we could go 10 months in reverse.
So this was like, okay, it's only been like 3 months.
I mean, regardless, she got the time frame wrong.
Yeah.
Though.
So she got the time frame.
And the picture.
Yeah,
you
the
did
picture
meet him through
is
friends.
Totally bad. But when I did meet
looks
him,
like
he did have facial hair.
He looks like Hugh Jackman.
He does.
If Brendan Fraser and Hugh Jackman had a
Exactly.
kid.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to read you all the past life stuff, but I was born in 1440 in the kingdom of Cusco. I was born in Pennsylvania in 1755.
Was that the same time that the emperor was getting his new groove?
I was going to say, or his new clothes. I mean, I was probably born in the Republic of Chad.
I was a child of a ruler.
Yeah. I was probably left on someone's doorstep.
I was kidnapped by the members of the Seneca Nation when I was 4 years old in 1775.
I was probably a little boy of the White Orchid.
I was a ballet dancer in Russia in the 1800s.
This is such an accomplished childhood.
I mean, check it out. Past lives. Look at I was a gunsmith in a small town in Kansas in 1880.
You were? I had to sew clothes for Kathy Lee Gifford in Bangladesh.
74.
Could be worse. Could have been Kim K's.
Totally, I know. I could be sewing Spanx for Kim K.
I was born in Prussia in 1912.
Wait, how many times were you born?
Yeah, these are some overlapping time periods, I think.
I must have died quick. In 1880, well, let's see. I was born in 1912 in Prussia, and then I was born again in 1919.
Wow.
I only
So
lived
you
a
died
little
at
bit.
7 years old in Prussia?
I guess.
Did you, when you were in Prussia and you apparently died, were you in the, what happened?
It didn't say. It just says my teachers tried to keep me in check because I was naughty.
Well,
your
there you
teachers
go.
killed you, I think.
Yeah.
The teachers killed me. Your family returned to Germany in 1919 to completely different nation that they had left. Finally, your teacher, da-da-da. Anyway, it's kind of, that was all over the
You went
place.
back to Germany just in time for World War I.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
I still think she was talking about you and I.
Returned. But I just thought that was hysterical. And I love the twin flame thing. He agreed with me. A lot of it is what we think about each other. So whatever. You can go ahead and be jealous. I don't even care.
Excuse me.
I think it's exciting that you know that Eric
I
is your soulmate.
already said Capricorn and Fire Crotch. That's twin flame.
I love my Capricorns.
And,
I sure do.
And, excuse me, your mom and Jenny are both redheads.
They're both red.
Thank
my mom's
you.
a Capricorn. My son's a Capricorn.
See?
The signs could not be any clearer.
True. Duh.
Alvy's an Aquarius.
See?
And we're supposed to be a good match. Geminis and Aquarius are supposed to be super good in compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm trying to make it Alfie. It's not Alfie.
I told you, he can be totally like the second soulmate.
Well, you can be my soulmate. He could be my twin flame. No? Not at all.
Is that how soulmates work?
I don't know.
I don't
Anyway,
think
it
so.
was from an Instagram ad. What are
Brian,
you going to do?
I think our son Brian is very wise.
He is very wise.
Yes.
He's
I think the original proposition works. Soulmate and then, like soul servant or something, or soul cook, soul chef.
Cook, soul chef.
Yeah.
He's our soul. I'm sure you will not appreciate
Soul
that.
staff. There you
Soul
go.
staff. You've been relegated to staff.
He's your soul cycle.
Oh, my goodness. So that's my big soulmate sketch thing. It's kind of fun. I mean, I know it's expensive. You don't have to do the past life thing, and I think it's like $20 to get a drawing. It's fun. Why
Wow.
not, right? You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't spend 1 penny doing this.
What if his soulmate is like the drawing is a spitting image of Laura?
Oh my
That'd
God.
be
I think I'm
so
gonna
funny.
I'm gonna do it just to see
Oh, yes, you are.
who it is.
I'll give you the details.
Okay.
I think it's like soulmatesketch.com.
That'd
I'm
be
gonna-
incredible.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh my
If
God,
it's
that would be
you,
amazing.
if it's you,
Will you really do it? Promise?
yes. And then
And then I will agree with you. We are soulmates.
okay.
I will then 100% say you are my soulmate.
Okay.
What are the odds this lady just like takes your money and like draws a picture of like two?
Watch.
She gets 2 celebrity faces and face mashes
I mean,
them. That's
yeah.
why he looks like Hugh Jackman.
Watch.
And Brendan
My
Fraser.
Exactly.
soulmate's gonna look like
Duh.
Yoko Ono.
It's totally what is happening here. But I thought it would be fun for the podcast. Was it fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, good. Then my goal here is achieved.
It is.
How do you guys go about knowing with the information that you're now soulmates?
I know.
I don't really agree with that 100% yet.
But
I say that
it's
there's some
pretty set in
similarities.
stone at
I
this point.
think it really is. I think maybe we should make our Facebook relationship known to everyone.
Which would be what?
That we are Instagram soulmates.
We're soulmate. Do they have that option on Facebook?
I don't think so, but
Or
we can.
Instagram?
I can now say that I'm in a relationship with my Instagram soulmate, Laura Kane.
Okay.
Laura Heater Kane.
You guys should probably figure it out before he becomes your adopted child, though, after Evan moves out.
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
That's going to be weird.
Oh, yeah. That would
be a little
kind of
awkward,
sick.
so-
Although
Yeah.
they did say your soulmate can be your kid. It can be anybody. It doesn't have to be a lover.
That's kind of
True.
strange.
A twin flame is your lover.
Imagine
a
if
soulmate
your
can be
lover
something
wasn't
different.
your soulmate, though.
Do you believe in soulmates?
I don't know about the word soul.
Do you believe your girlfriend's your soulmate?
I mean, if I believe in the word soul, if I believe in the concept of soulmate, then yes.
Do you feel like maybe you've known her before?
I don't believe in past lives.
You don't.
No.
Okay. Okay.
That just doesn't make any sense to me.
Why not?
Well, like, what's the reason for past lives? What is there?
Because you're constantly evolving, getting better as a soul.
Right, but like according to, I guess my question is, what is the hierarchy and structure of soul like transference? Like, what is the guidelines, the rule book? Like, what is the structure of the universe that allows that to happen?
We should ask Natalie.
Yes. And I bet you if we were,
Should we go see Natalie together?
we should, because I want to ask her, if we were like cavemen, I would never like conk you over the head with a club and then drag you around by your hair.
And then like do me from behind while I'm doing the dishes in the like.
No.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't take me.
This got very dark.
No, it got realistic. I mean, that's
Is that what they
cavemen-
did?
Yeah, they just like grabbed women from behind. I'm thinking as she's like washing the clothes in the lake, and then boom, boom, boom. Guys
Wow.
have their urges. Cavemen, don't you think? They weren't really.
I don't know. That's a bold claim to make.
Wow. I'm going to have to watch Clan of the Cave Bear and find
Right?
out.
That's what they did
I'm
in
gonna watch
that.
Year One again with Jack Black and Michael Cera.
Oh my gosh. Maybe
Anyway.
maybe they have like what's that caveman porn?
Oh my god! I bet they do. I'm going to Google it.
I'm sure.
Ew,
That,
and now
oh
I'm gonna
my
get
god!
all sorts of gross things.
Watch what she's gonna. Oh my goodness!
see.
Just
let's
had this
see.
talk about,
You
Yeah.
know, I have to Google everything. I'm so curious as a person. Let's see.
including
Caveman men.
Oh, and by the
Porn.
way, Miss Lee's stopping by too.
Oh boy. Caveman porn videos on
Oh,
Pornhub.com.
Look! Oh, of course it's on Pornhub.
Free caveman porn videos.
Okay, wait
free?
a minute.
What's
I want
it
you to
free?
click. I want
Do
you
I
to
have to click on it?
No, click on images.
Okay, images. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here we go. Oh, see, there's a cute cave. Oh, see, she's doing it from behind. I told you.
Oh
That's exactly what's happening here. Brian, I'm not going to show the camera.
Oh
Hold on.
my god!
That's the
Oh
first
my
image.
god!
Very first image.
There
And
is
she's
something
collecting
for.
food. It's happening. That's exactly what I picture it.
you know, I don't know if history is reflected in porn, but
I know. I don't think so.
Oh my god!
Anyway,
I'm gonna
okay.
That
petition.
just killed me.
I'm gonna petition like early world history textbooks to
Oh
include
my
that
god!
depictions.
So what you got, Eric?
My
What's your
god!
host
I don't
chat?
know if I can recover
You
quickly
can.
from that.
You can. Oh yes, you can.
So when I was coming here,
To the podcast.
yes, coming out of the gym,
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's a 24-hour fitness or whatever in this area. There was a guy walking that I had to look 3 times. He had, without a doubt, the tightest shorts on and the shortest shorts on I have ever seen.
VPN? VPL? VPL?
Well, there was cheek leak in the back,
okay.
and I'm sure there was like nutsack in the front.
Visible peen line.
Imagine that's
Yeah.
your soulmate.
It
Oh my God.
no way. My first thought.
That's like pretty much Eric.
No,
He wears his little shorts. He wears these flimsy little
Oh,
things.
he's classier than that. Though.
I am.
I think he is. There's a little tiny bit of Eric that's an exhibitionist. Just a little tiny bit. because he likes flinging that thing around. I know he does. Yes, you do.
It wields enormous power.
It does. It does.
But my first thought after I almost drove into a pole was, how do you work out in shorts like that without them completely splitting up the front or the back?
Or giving you that would hurt,
Oh,
right?
a
As a
wedgie
guy?
or like a taint rub or something. I don't know. They were so tight.
What color were they?
Like cream colored.
I want to say electric blue. I don't know why I'm picturing electric blue.
I would think hot pink or something.
Oh, yeah.
Nice fruity like cheetah print.
Oh my God. They were
Cheetah print. Leopard. Don't go there. My leopard print.
ridiculous.
Oh my God. So what'd you do? You stared? Did you take a picture like you did
No,
with that
I
other guy?
didn't. No, I didn't. But it was just, I thought, and it was one of those things where the legs were so big. It looked so weird. It looked like it was
He's
just
super built.
It was like the Incredible Hulk wearing a pair of little boy underwear. It was that weird.
Ew.
I know.
I mean, if you got it, flaunt it, I guess, but maybe not that much.
Yeah, it was just interesting.
Like our friend Philip, the nutritionist, the guy who's built, he flaunts it in a perfect way.
Yeah.
He wears tight things, but not too tight.
Correct.
It's classy.
They define his muscles and stuff.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm glad
exactly.
you noticed, Brian.
Exactly.
Well, that dude's ripped. Of course, everyone noticed. Yeah.
Fantastic looking. Okay. Do you want to talk about anything right here?
Yes.
There was something else you wanted to talk about.
I wanted to talk
and then I'm
about
gonna talk about this cool thing that I think Brian would be into.
When
You might too.
What is that?
I'm not going to tell you yet.
Okay, fine. When I was coming back from Washington, I filled out all the paperwork to get my TSA clearance, but I haven't had time to go down there.
To the airport?
Right. I thought it was just super easy. Like you just fill it out online and that's it. It's not. You have to make time to go down for an appointment and, so I was like, I haven't had the time. So my flight left at 5:10 and there was a bunch of construction going on. So the GPS system took us literally through the airport, but we completely bypassed the departure and arrival lanes because it's now like the San Diego airport where departures are up on top, arrivals I think are down below or something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was not going to have I didn't think I might have enough time to catch my flight. So I got to the airport, I checked my bag, I go in, and the airport was a madhouse in SeaTac. It was crazy. So I said to one of the guys, where's the TSA line for Alaska? And the guy said, it's right over there. I looked to my left, and there were so many people waiting in line. And I go, how long is that line? And he goes, oh, it's going to be probably a little over an hour. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to miss my flight.
Uh-oh.
Because I got there at like 4 and my flight started boarding at 4:35 for a 5:10 takeoff. So I said, oh my God, I'm going to miss it. And he goes, well, if you've got a few minutes, there's a representative here for Clear. And I said, well, what is that? And they took me over to him and he was very nice. I think his name was Howard. He was very nice. And he said, oh, it's just like TSA. So they it's like one something, but you get
100?
Yeah.
Okay.
100 and something. And you get a 15-day free trial to see.
For $100? What? Wait, you get a free trial or did you have
No,
to pay
you
the
get
100 there?
a 15-day free trial. And if you decide to keep it, then it's 100 and something dollars. And it's good for, I think, 24 months, I think. It's clear.com if you're interested. I signed up immediately because they take a laser scan of your eyes. Then you take your two right...
Through the phone?
No, through this kiosk.
Oh, okay.
Take your two right fingers and then they do your two left fingers. And then they scan your driver's license and it brings up any, like if you had felonies and everything, like it brought up all my family history, everything.
Wow.
And
do you have any family history that's
no.
Slightly?
No, like it made me verify who my mom and my dad were. And I was like,
okay.
oh, wow. It was super easy.
And then it made me verify like my past addresses and stuff like that. And then you wait a few minutes and then you're clear to go. And they literally walk you past everyone right onto the plane. Yeah, it was awesome.
So that's clear.com.
You jump through TSA too?
It's just the same as TSA. But you literally go up to a kiosk and you just put your...
All airports have that then?
Almost all airports across the United States do.
Have a thing called
So
Clear.
it's like getting pre-checked, basically.
Yeah, it's a total pre-check, and then you don't have to wait in all those lines.
$100 a year, $100
I think it's
period?
every two... It's almost like TSA, where every couple years you have to redo it.
I have Sentry, and Sentry was so hard to get. I mean, that lets us go across the border really quick, and I think you can use it too. I don't know how it works in airports. I haven't tried it out in an airport yet.
It's similar to being pre-checked, I think.
Yeah, how
come I haven't used that?
I don't know.
I think you have to
You have to say it when you're buying the tickets, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was great, and I would have paid $100 just to do it that one time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because it definitely saves you from having to wait in those lines.
So it's $189 for 12 months.
Oh, $189 for 12 months.
That's a kind of a big jump from 100.
Yeah, but it's less.
Well, no, I knew it was 100 and something. I just couldn't remember.
$15 a month, though.
Yeah,
that's good.
If you fly a lot, that's an amazing deal.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's great. So we should do that before you fly next time.
Oh, I already did.
Is San Diego Airport a mess, kind of, with the bridge that's being torn down?
So when I left, right the night before I left, that there was something, I was watching something that I had recorded on my DVR, and it was like, oh, if you're going to the San Diego Airport, be prepared for long lines and a lot of traffic. And then it cut off, and I was like, wait, what was that? And I was in the middle of kind of just finishing up packing my last stuff, like my toiletries and stuff. So I had an Uber pick me up. My flight left first thing in the morning, so I had to leave at like 4:30 or 5. Yeah, to be there. Yeah, to be there early. And the Uber driver was super nice, and he said, "Well, be glad you're not going to gate 2." Because he said, "What airline are you taking?" I said, "Alaska." And he goes, "Oh, that's in gate 1. Great." Because he said gate 2 is a mess, because that's where all that is going on.
What's gate 2? What airlines?
Is it terminal or gate?
Terminal.
Like Terminal
2 is international flights.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
boy.
Yeah. So he was thrilled that I was not going there. So he says to me, "Would you like a power bar and some water and everything?" And I was like, "No, because I don't poop on planes."
Yes.
And so I said
that would create a poop.
Oh yes. So I prefer to be completely hollow when I fly.
Okay. Good to know.
Yes. And airport or airplane lavatories, and I just not a match.
I don't blame you. Why
So
would you do that if you didn't
I
have
said,
to?
"Oh no, I'm fine." And he said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Do you really want to know why?"
You didn't tell him.
I did.
Oh my God! What did he say?
And he laughed almost the entire way to the airport.
I thought you were going to say you had to walk the last mile.
Yeah, it was. Oh no, it was hilarious. I was like, "Well, I don't poop on planes," and he goes, "Are you kidding?" And I said,
Oh
Nope.
my God!
Does anybody yeah, I'm fine with pooping on planes.
This is why I'm always afraid, because did you ever hear that story about that somebody was in one of those like industrial toilets and flushed the toilet while they were sitting down? It sucked all their insides out.
That is a myth.
That's true.
That is.
I know it's not. I know it's a total wives' tale, but I always have that image in my head
Get
that
scared.
the plane will hit turbulence and I'll fly off the toilet and like hit my head on the ceiling and knock myself out.
I think that was in the Final Destination movie. Or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Oh God, those movies are
Exactly.
so bad.
And then the flight attendant will have to kick the door open, and I'll be there with like pantsless, and peed on myself or something.
God.
So, yeah, I just prefer to avoid.
Yes, thank you.
A situation like
As a
that.
fellow passenger, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. See,
God.
I'm
You're doing your
here for you.
duty.
I definitely wouldn't be surprised you like a emergency landing because of the bathroom, getting clogged in the pressure, threatening to blow up the plane.
Oh,
my God,
for
oh my God,
sure.
Oh my God. Oh
Yeah,
God.
I would probably fart and change the
pressure?
air pressure in the plane, and we fly into a mountain or something.
I have terrible luck flying too, so I would appreciate.
You're a terrible flyer.
Well, I have terrible luck flying. I love flying, but the last 2 times I've flown on my own, we've been grounded both times.
Oh no!
What do you
really?
mean by that? Like,
So first time I was flying because my family lives in North Carolina, so I visit them once or twice a year. And the first time I was flying back, we had to stop in LAX. We got diverted because there was bad weather. We didn't have enough fuel to just circle forever. So we landed, and there was talks about, they weren't sure what they were going to do, like get us a different flight at a later time, get us a car or something. But we ended up just landing. They refueled, and they were able to take off again because the weather cleared. It was barely. There was just like when we were flying in, there was just a patch around the airport, which was fine. So we got lucky. The second time, a woman thought she was having a stroke on the plane, and we had to ground in Phoenix for about 2.5 hours.
Oh my God!
And it was miserable.
oh no, because you can't get off. You're just sitting there, and it's like the air conditioner doesn't quite work as well when you're just sitting.
It wasn't not even claustrophobic with that feeling when you're like you can't stretch your legs for so long, and
Yes.
the tension starts building in them, and you just want to rip your legs off. Yeah, it was that.
So
It was miserable.
2.5 hours. That's
I'm like you. I don't mind flying. I just don't like being super close to that many people just
Yeah.
for a long period of time.
You
Even
have to
though
wear
it's
your
only like
masks in the plane, right?
it's optional now.
It is.
I wore mine.
I
yeah.
would.
Yeah, I wore mine, but both times. But on my way when I landed in Seattle, I had checked my bag. And so when you land in Seattle, it's weird. Like at the carousels, they have, Alaska flight 538 or whatever. And it'll say carousel 11, which is where I was at. And so I'm waiting and waiting. And I was like, okay, there's my flight. And it says, arriving flights and all that stuff. So I'm waiting and it's circling and circling. My bag's nowhere on it. And so I said to this guy that was standing next to me, I said, were you on flight 538? And he goes, no. And I said, well, wait, what flight is this? Because I'm looking right there and it's, and it has, and he goes, oh, that's over there. And at the next one, I'm like, wait, what? So I go over and it says the same thing, Alaska flight 538 or whatever, 738. At that carousel. So I'm waiting and it's circling and my bag's not there. And I'm like, oh my God. So I said to one of the representatives, I'm like, hey, my bag isn't on either carousel. What do I do? And she's like, oh, you have to go over to the bag check place. So I'm in line, like I'm waiting. And I'm texting saying, hey, my bag's not here. And I checked it in plenty of time. And so all of a sudden I see an airport representative walking by with my bag. And I'm like, hey, that's my bag. And he literally goes like this. Okay. And just hands it to me.
What happened? It was left over
And
in
I
the
had
carousel?
one of the TSA locks on it and the lock was gone. But nothing in my bag was
Thank
touched.
God.
I know.
They probably had to do a sweep of it before, because they were probably preparing to confiscate it as lost, but they have to sweep it before they.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
have to
because
check it.
and I was like, where was it? And he was like, oh, it was just here. And I'm like,
Wow.
oh, okay, I didn't see it anywhere. So when I was flying back to San Diego,
Did you just fart, by the way?
no,
Because it stinks right here.
I did not fart.
Is the dog down here? Brian, did you fart?
Did you?
I'm
No.
proud to say
Whoever
I didn't.
smelt it dealt it.
I didn't
The
know.
dog is behind you.
Oh, it's the dog.
Okay, it was
Yeah,
not
sorry.
me.
I didn't mean to
So,
butt in.
do you ever get the feeling like when you're absorbed in doing something and you feel like someone's staring at you?
Yes.
So I had my bag on the chair, and there were plenty of
Oh, God.
there were plenty of empty seats.
Were
So-
there, though?
No, there. I swear to God, there
Okay.
were. I was shocked because when I got on the plane, it was much more crowded than
Than the
I had
waiting
expected
area?
because there was hardly anybody waiting, and I was like, "Oh, this is great." And so I was looking through something in my backpack, and I got that weird sensation that somebody was staring at me. So I look up, and there's these two huge, like muscle guys, just scowling at me. And I'm looking at them, and I've never seen them before in my life. Don't know who they are. Never seen them before in my life. And I just kind of stared back at them, and the one guy rolls his eyes, and then they start boarding the
Why?
flight.
Because you had your bag on the chair?
I have no idea. So
You have a resting bitch face. Pretty.
I do.
A pretty good
I
one.
do have a resting bitch face.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of stared back and I was like, okay. And then they gave me the eye roll and they got on the plane. So it turns out they were in first class. So as I'm coming through with my one carry-on in my backpack, the one guy was on the aisle and he looks at me and goes, and I literally, and I'm keeping it moving, but I'm like, what a dick. Like, are you kidding me?
And you still don't know why.
I have no idea. So the only thing I could think of, and I only gave it a thought for half a second, was he must think I'm somebody that he knows that I'm not.
What?
You know what I mean?
He probably thought you were a jerk for putting your thing on the
well,
chair.
no, it couldn't have been,
No?
because had I been sitting in the seat versus just standing there looking through
Okay.
something, it would have been no different.
Okay.
And they were already in line to board, so it wasn't like I was.
You probably gave him a really bad look.
But
or
the
a dirty
weird
look
thing
by
is
accident.
that I wasn't looking at them. I was totally minding my own business.
What did
and I
you
just
do?
looked up. So I swear to God, I hadn't done anything. So long story short, we land in San Diego. I go to get my bag off the carousel, and they're both sitting in chairs next to each other, and I see them. I don't look at them or anything. I just happened to see them as I was walking up, and I'm standing there at the carousel waiting. All of a sudden, the guy that elbows me, like he's on my left, elbows me, and I'm like, and I finally had enough, and I said, "Excuse me," and he goes, "I need to get my bag." Doesn't even look at me, and I said, there's a very nice way to get your bag, and that's to say, "Excuse me."
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
So-
oh God! And he's muscular.
Oh my God, he could have snapped me like a
Oh
twig.
my God!
But I had, and I was like, I haven't done anything to you. I don't even know you. So he says, no, I'm sorry, nothing. Got to get my bag. And I said, okay, well then you can say, "Excuse me." Kindness is much better than what you're
You
doing.
actually said this to him.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
So I moved back into my spot, and in the meantime, his bag has circled around the carousel again.
Oh God! Oh God!
So he's like, "Oh, give me my other bag," and he grabbed like one of them. And I said, "Well, there's plenty of room. You can walk around." So instead, he decides to stand there.
Oh, he's gonna get revenge, all right.
Huh?
He's gonna get you.
Oh,
He's gonna
well.
get you. What did he do? He stood right there
Yeah.
and didn't do anything else.
Nope. And then my bag came around, and I said, "Excuse me."
Oh,
Got
God.
my bag
I'm
and walked off.
I'm shocked that you don't have a black eye right now.
I'm shocked that I'm not dead.
We're gonna see a newspaper article one day, like man killed after trying to teach bouncer manners.
But you have to give me some props.
You were with the kindness thing.
I did, because
You were very
the old
fan of
me,
that. Right.
the old me, we would have been rolling around.
You were deadly close to the old you, though. Were you kind of close to the old you? Were you getting there?
No,
No.
surprisingly
Okay.
not. Surprisingly
would
not.
have been like, would have gone off,
Oh, I would have gotten thrown out of the airport.
and there would have been
For-
letters written to the airport staff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like
there
a
would have
Karen?
been crazy. Oh, big time Karen.
Yeah,
I could see that. No
Yeah.
offense, but
Right.
Yeah, is
Big
that
time.
is the male version of Kyle, or what
I don't
is
know.
it?
What is the male version?
I just call them male Karens
Male Karen.
Yeah.
because it's like equally as offensive to be called just a male Karen.
That
like,
is. Super.
Oh, there would have been hair pulling, scratching, eyeball gouging.
There would have
Yeah.
been a giant punch in your face.
Or a giant punch in his face.
Oh.
Or a kick in the balls. I mean, I had just about had it.
Wow.
I was like, welcome to Evan San Diego.
jeez, that's not a very
After my
nice welcome.
lovely trip. Yeah, it was crazy. Okay. Are you next?
Well, I don't know, because how long have we been on right now?
we're at 47.
Okay.
I rather than do this big thing, because let me just ask really
You
a quick
teased
question.
it though. I'm almost so
I did,
curious.
but
now.
I want to look at these papers. I have like all these papers, and it's going to take a long time.
It's a lot of papers.
Can you boil it down?
No, because I want to make it a segment, mister. I was thinking maybe I'll do the dumbest song lyrics of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Wait. This would probably be a good time for Miss Lee to come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you
I'm going to go get her
know-
because she's here.
Have you ever heard of the vibration of the universe is at 428 hertz? Have you heard of this concept?
So I know the scientific term, like universal background radiation.
Well, but it's 428 or something like that.
Sure.
If you go to 523 or something, it takes you to a different level, and you're like a complete harmony with the universe. Anyway, I have like what it means, things to get you in harmony with the universe, things not to do, blah, 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 blah. So it's very interesting because Alfie said to me at dinner the other night, because I was talking about something, complaining about something, he goes, sounds like you're not in the rhythm of the universe. I'm like, what does that mean? And he's like, you haven't heard of the Hertz?
I think that's like I think it's like a colloquial metaphor. You're like, oh, someone's added to
he goes, no, look it up. There's Hertz. Look it up. It's like, it's okay. So what's so special about 432 Hertz, you might ask? Well, according to some music theorists, it's the frequency at which the universe vibrates. Listening to a sound at 432 is especially pleasing to the ear and said to reduce stress and promote emotional stability by putting you in sync with the heartbeat of the earth. So
there are definitely like audio frequencies that have different effects on people. Some frequencies can make you like auditorily and visually hallucinate and things like that. That's pretty common, but yeah.
I think that's what the term is. The Hertz is like there, and there's all sorts of things on YouTube.
Hertz is how you like measure, yeah,
right,
yeah.
Where like you can listen to this, it'll put you at 10,000 hertz or something crazy. I'm still kind of looking into it, so I'm going to boil it all down in a big report next week.
Okay.
Oh, hello, again.
Oh my God.
It's Miss Lee.
Miss Lee, you're like a little bit more hip and young than I thought you were. I thought you were a very elderly lady.
I had some surgery.
You did? Is that why you're wearing the big sunglasses?
Yeah.
Did you get your eyes done?
Everything done, honey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you. You've got this crazy mane of hair.
Thank you. The extension, the magic hair.
The funny thing is that Eric packed 2 wigs tonight. That's the funny thing.
There are 4.
You have 4 wigs?
Yeah.
I think there are 2 more people on the waiting list for the night.
Maybe.
Wig 3 and 4.
Who's wig 3 and who's wig 4?
Oh, you have to see.
Is this happening tonight?
I don't know.
You packed 4 wigs. Oh my God. Wow, this is interesting.
I'm impressed you have 4 wigs.
I am very impressed.
Me too.
Okay, so there's a Reddit thread going around about the dumbest lyrics of all time.
Oh, I want to sing them, again.
You can sing them.
Okay.
Because you'll know most of these.
I sound just like Cher.
I can only take a little bit of your voice. I mean, you're a fine person. Don't get me wrong. Just a little grating on the ears, a little bit. But so let's see let's see how it works out.
Again, why you hate me?
I
so
don't
much?
hate you. I don't hate you at all.
So mean
I'm just
to me.
saying.
You should have seen it when her soulmate was in here.
Drake.
Oh, Drake is not my soulmate.
Oh,
Drake is not my soulmate.
Drake, don't you talk about my boyfriend.
I'm not. Oh, he's your boyfriend?
Drake is.
Well,
he's
hitting
all
on
man.
me. Did you know that?
What?
He hits on me.
I know. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
I give him what he wants.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
You know.
I don't know,
I
but I
have
don't want to know.
my trick pelvis.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
God. Oh, my God.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like RoboCop below the waist.
Ew.
Yeah.
That I don't even know what that means, and I'm disturbed by it. That's really weird. Okay, here we go. Why is it RoboCop below the waist? What does RoboCop do? I don't remember.
I do my kegels.
You don't remember RoboCop?
I remember
He was a cyborg.
Yeah.
Right?
That again.
so he's
So if you imagine a man who's a cyborg below the waist, presumably you have like
a big giant
I don't know, it's like
robotic one.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Reconstructed
I
metal,
don't. Nothing down there is giant.
lots of features. I don't know.
We're talking
Look
about
at
Miss
me.
Lee now,
I
so
weigh
now
like 65 pounds.
You weigh like 65 pounds.
Yeah.
You're Yoko Ono right now.
Thank you.
Okay, so here's some of the responses about the dumbest song lyrics of all time.
Okay.
Okay, here's the one. Happy from Pharrell Williams.
I hate
Clap
that
along if you feel like a room without a roof.
That's
pretty dumb.
Stupid.
Remember that lyric?
Yeah, I mean that's not the dumbest I've heard.
This is just some of it. Don't look at my notes.
Well, how am I supposed to sing?
I'll let you know. I'll tell you, and then you can sing.
Okay.
Do you remember? Well, you probably don't know the actual tune of this song. It's Taylor Swift's song "Lover."
I love Taylor Swift. I'm a Swiftie.
Okay, do you know the lyric?
Or maybe a sweeter. We could leave the Christmas lights up till January. That's so stupid.
This one really gets me. This is why I don't like Train. 100% why I don't like the group Train. Because of this song,
They have
Hey
some
Soul
good
Sister.
ones.
No. Not after this lyric.
Hey, Soul Sister.
Not after
Well,
this
there are a few
lyric.
good ones.
No.
Drops of Jupiter.
No. Drops of Jupiter, yes.
All right,
I'll give you that
Gotta
one.
give him that one.
But this song, my heart is bound to beat right out of my untrimmed chest.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
gross.
yeah, no, I know exactly.
That is not okay.
That's so sexy.
No, it's not.
50 ways to say goodbye. That's a good one.
What's the one? 15.
It's more than 15.
15 years, no time for you. You know that song 15?
No, is
Yeah,
that by
you do.
Train?
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm thinking of the ways to say goodbye.
I don't know that
It's
one.
like she jumped out of an airplane, fell in no one car. Yeah.
Is that one good?
The backdrop is a mariachi band, which is a little odd, but it is catchy.
But this with this untamed chest.
No, I
or whatever
agree.
the heck,
That is,
untrimmed.
I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, "That's so unnecessary."
Eric has an untrimmed chest.
I know he does. A big one.
Mm-hmm.
15 is by
So bushy.
Not RoboCop above the waist.
15 song. For some reason, what pops up here is 15 passenger van. Okay. I
I
can't
think
find the
that's a
song.
song.
I forgot. It must be called something else.
Oh, I love the way you lie.
Love the Way You Lie, Eminem and Rihanna. Now you get to watch her leave out the window. Guess that's why they call it a window pane, yo. Kind of lame.
That kind of makes.
I mean, it's clever. I will not go down
I do expect
with my,
better from
my boyfriend.
from Eminem. I do expect better lyrically.
I still love him. I can't harp on Eminem.
Oh
I
no,
love
yeah,
him.
he's the best.
He is the best. Thank you. I'm glad you agree.
Smooth operator.
It's coast to coast, LA to Chicago. That's coast to coast, LA to Chicago. That's
Oh,
not coast
because
to coast.
Chicago's not on the
That's not
coast.
coast to
That
coast.
makes sense.
This one. Uno, dos, tres, catorce. Vertigo by U2.
No.
That's kind of dumb. Why would it go
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 14?
I thought you were thinking of Fergalicious.
No,
Oh, I love
Fergalicious.
Fergie.
But we kick them to the curb unless they look like Mick Jagger. TikTok. Kesha.
I mean, that makes sense technically.
That's not bad.
If you're into Mick Jagger, then
Do you know the Killer song Human?
Yeah.
Are we human or are we dancer? That's a little weird. Elton John's Rocket Man? Mars ain't
Oh,
the kind
you
of place
can't.
to raise your kids.
that's
Yes,
a
it
great
is.
line. You can't hate on Elton John. Elton John's great.
I would raise my kids on Mars.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Champagne Supernova by Oasis.
Yeah.
Slowly walking down the hall faster than a cannonball.
That makes
Okay.
sense. Cannonballs go fast.
Slowly walking down the hall faster
Oh.
than a cannonball. That
Okay, I
doesn't-
see the contradiction.
Yes. That's what I got. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No. No.
Did you hear that now authorities say that working out only on the weekends is just as good as exercising every day?
Why is that, Laura Kane?
Both can boost your health just as much if you exercise on the weekends or on the weekdays. I don't know.
I think a lazy person came up with that fact.
I think so too. That
I
would be me.
heard
I'd
that
be like,
you,
yeah,
I read in the paper you watched 6 miles.
I did, and I'm paying for it.
Oh. Does your gluteus maximus hurt?
Yes, it does. As a matter of
Oh,
fact.
see?
And one more thing.
What?
Since you're here, we might as well have more material.
Okay.
A new poll found the most passive-aggressive people in our lives are coworkers, and these are the things that they say that are super passive-aggressive. You're too sensitive. Why are you so upset? So that's 2 that just undercut how somebody's feeling. No offense, but always you're going to take offense to whatever someone
I
says
say
after
that a
that.
lot. not gonna lie.
Whatever.
Yeah, but I never say something offensive after no offense.
Like what would, like, give me an example. No offense, but
Well, like if I'm like trying to, if I only use it when I have to, like not when I'm calling someone out on something, but like something has to be a particular way, and I'm having to like be like, sorry, no offense, but like, Like if someone's like, "Oh, I'll do that for you," I'm like, "No offense, but like I need to do this." Like,
Oh, okay.
that's something like I use it in that context quite a bit actually.
you do. Okay.
Hold on. I think one of my stitches is coming out.
Oh no. Do you need to leave? Oh no. Don't go.
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Why you want me to leave all the time?
I don't. I didn't.
Worst
I'm
case
sorry.
scenario, we do have 2 more wigs.
Oh Lord. Do we need to do that?
What?
Do we have to do that tonight? The 4-wig thing?
No.
No. Okay. Whatever is one of them.
Whatever.
Sure, if that's what you want to do. That's kind of rude.
That's pretty passive.
That is super passive.
Mm-hmm.
You should have known that, or you should have known better. That's like
That just sounds
that's
like a
not
parent.
passive.
Yeah, that's just a parent.
I was just kidding. That's kind of rude.
You say that to me all the time.
I do. Oh my god. Why don't you just blank when the blank is something obvious but not easy?
Why don't you just
I don't
F off?
know. Oh my god.
That's obvious but not easy.
That was surprisingly good. Like if you just tried someone's cooking and
Like you can say that in a lot of ways. That like, I mean,
that doesn't make it passive aggressive.
yeah, that's all about how you take it. If you're like, oh, I'm a super great chef, and I go, oh, that was surprisingly good, then that might be. But if
Right.
I feel like there's a lot of ways where that would be taken in stride.
Like I couldn't say that to Alfie. Oh, that was surprisingly good. He's a chef, right? That would be rude,
I'd
right?
be like, no shit, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no shit. I'm fine, especially when you're not fine.
Oh,
I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
And other passive aggressive lines include for future reference.
I do hate that one with a passion.
So stupid.
If someone
this
ever tells
one.
me for future reference,
And this one, just a friendly reminder. That's not friendly. That's not friendly.
what is a good alternative instead of saying just a friendly reminder? Though
I have
I don't
one.
think it's meant to be passive aggressive.
I know one.
What?
Eat me.
Oh boy.
That's just aggressive.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that passive aggressive?
Yeah, it is.
What?
I like using that one though.
Correct me if I'm wrong. And then the most passive aggressive text, which Eric does this constantly,
Okay.
the letter K. K.
Yeah. Even
Instead
I
of
don't,
okay.
Even I don't do that.
Yep, I did that today to Alfie.
Oh,
mean it,
not
you know.
again.
That's why Eric is the new soulmate.
I didn't mean it meanly. Oh no.
I think Eric is your soulmate too.
No, you do. I'm sure you do. I'm
I
sure you do.
do.
Would you like to log out with us?
Okay, that again.
Eric has a tendency to not do it like I like him to do it. And that
Okay.
is just all you have to do, Miss Lee, is just say what I say after I say it, okay?
Okay.
Not this. Not this, what I'm going to say right now.
Not what you're
What
going
I
to.
want to say right now is thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for
Make
listening.
sure you subscribe to our
Make sure
YouTube
you
channel.
subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Shop our Amazon store.
Shop our Amazon
We made a
store.
whopping $8
Oh,
last month.
we did. How much do I get?
You get $4.
Oh, what does Eric get?
The
He gets
same
$4.
Oh.
He gets the same $4. And thank you just for everything. Thanks for being
Thank you
part
for
of
everything.
our listening audience. We love it. We love you guys.
Lurkin, you're so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Miss Lee. That's very
Can
nice.
I
of
be
you.
the new co-host for your show?
No, I don't think so. I think Eric would be very sad. He wouldn't allow it.
Can I do it when he's out of town?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like there would be a scheduling conflict there.
Yeah, there might be. There might be. Okay, now here's where I want
Brian,
you to
you're
follow.
very funny.
Okay. Here's where I want you to repeat after me, okay?
Okay, why you keep poking me?
I'm not poking. I'm poking you with this end, not the
Oh,
not the other
Not the
end.
business end.
Not the business end.
okay. The party end?
Love your podcast.
Love your podcast.
Oh my God! Thank you, God. I love you, my sweet babies. I love you.
Bye.
Bye.